Hi, I'm Alana and welcome back to YogaYin. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been inspired today by the Rio Olympics and particularly the brilliant display by the gymnasts last night. And I put together a sequence today that I think would be an ideal warm-up for those gymnasts, and for you and I will be a nice workout. So I hope you enjoy it. Namaste. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come to our yoga mat and then we're going to come to the top of the mat. Finding a Tadasana spine mountain pose, lifting up your toes and spreading them, and then lifting up your heels and just finding that point of balance for you. Now if you lock your knees back, which a lot of gymnasts do, release them and soften them. Tuck your tailbone under. Drop through your belly, the sides of your body, roll your shoulders back and down and drop your chin, just looking forward. We're going to perform this in a flowing sequence, so if it gets too much for you, just stop and take a rest on your mat. When you're ready, I want you to inhale and raise your hands up and over your head. Come into a slight upper back bend, and then fold all the way forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, coming up to the fingertips and stretching forward, and exhale, stepping back on the left leg to a lunge, knee directly over the ankle. We're going to drop that back heel down, and now we're going to slide the hand under the knee, and if it feels okay for you, we're going to bind behind the back, which means we're going to interlace our fingers. So just try that for me. Shoulder up towards the ceiling, head up towards the ceiling, and then looking down, turning back to your mat, stepping back to downward dog, finding that downward dog, and instead of staying here, we're going to come into dolphin, interlacing the hands, holding it here, much deeper stretch, and then inhaling, coming back to downward dog, folding forward into plank, lowering to chaturanga, sweeping through to upward facing dog, coming back. And now we're going to come into Vastasana. So I want you to line up your foot with your hand, hold it here, come up towards the ceiling, stretching out the side of the body and grabbing hold of the big toe, taking it up towards the ceiling, releasing it back down, coming back to downward dog, raising the right leg behind you, stepping it through, back into that lunge, and then once again, dropping your back heel, coming into the bind, holding it here, releasing it, stepping the left foot up to meet the right, folding forward, releasing. Right, now I'm going to come to the other end of my mat so I can show you on this side. You stay right where you are, and this time practice with that right leg stepping back first. So hands to the floor, head to the knees, inhaling, stretching forward, stepping back now on that right leg into a lunge, knee directly over the ankle. And again, drop your back heel back, reach your arm underneath, taking hold into the bind, shoulder towards the ceiling, head looking up, not staying here, and releasing, coming back to downward dog, and coming down into dolphin pose. Holding dolphin pose, stretching out the backs of the legs, coming back to downward dog, forward into a nice strong plank, lowering towards your mat but just above it, sweeping through, upward facing dog, and back to downward dog. Again, coming into Vastasana pose on the side of the foot, one foot on top of the other, reaching up towards the ceiling, looking up towards the ceiling, and then grabbing hold of your big toe, stretching the body up, releasing it back down, coming back into downward dog, and then raising the left leg behind you, stepping it through, dropping the back foot down, coming back into the bind, and then releasing it Right foot up to meet the left. Folding forward, and this time we're going to slide our hands underneath our feet. Releasing all the way down, and then looking up, gently raising the arms up and over the head, into a slight back bend, and down to the heart. Brilliant. So that is my yoga warm-up for gymnasts. It's a really quick little sequence. If you practice it, it will work almost every muscle in your body and you'll feel great afterwards. Enjoy. Namaste.